Hello and welcome everyone. Tonight we're at Texas Motor Speedway, presented by The Big Show and the 10up10down Racing League. It's a new month. It means we've got some new drivers that have moved up and down in the rankings for this league. I feel like the time goes by fast. And joining me tonight here, Michael, welcome back yet again.
Thank you. It's good to be here. We're doing some truck racing.
Yeah, tonight truck racing at Texas. Guys are out there qualifying right now. The top of the leaderboard is Eric Klafka in that number 88. Just finished his time around. Ran a 29.77. Actually, there's a tie for first place, if you want to say that. That number 10 truck just finished his pace or his qualifying time. See if we can't ride around somebody doing a lap right now. Heath Rutherford coming down the backstretch.
And last time we were with you, we were cup racing at Michigan. Now
Yes.
we're truck racing at Texas. This is now the new Texas that is now on the service.
And Heath did not post a faster lap time. Ran a 29.94 that last time by. See if we can't see who else is just getting out there running a lap. Looks like Todd in that number 202 made his way through 3 and 4, gets on that apron a little bit. Comes down the front stretch, crosses the start-finish line. Right now, currently in 12th with a 30.03. This time by, doesn't look like he improves. Still sitting in 12th position. Jess Vaught in that number 33 Skull truck. That's a throwback for us. Coming down pit road. Currently sitting in 5th place overall. And one of the fast guys in this league, Simon, out there in that number 020 Toyota Tundra. He's probably going to really set the pace here. Believe this is his first timed lap. It was, and it's a 30.58. But the second time around, I expect him to pick up the pace significantly. Keeps a good steady line down low through 3 and 4. Going to come off that corner. Down the front stretch. Oh, hits the grass a little bit. And that's going to bring him up to 8th place with a 29.89.
Just to let everybody know that all drivers have been told they're on V5 chassis setup for this evening.
Looking at Joseph Martin right now. Looks like he just finished his qualifying time in that number 88. Danny Chandler in that number 113. Oh, it's
That
really high.
01 I think is going to be a little fast.
29.95 right now. And Stephen Connor, or actually Kelly in that 01, just ran a 29.83.
P5.
Moves up to 5th. And Stephen Connor in that number 31 ran a 29.80. A nice AC/DC paint scheme. Comes across start finish line. Does not improve his time, so he's going to sit right there in 4th place for right now. And Timothy Pope, one of the really fast guys in this league, in that number 728. Just
top
as
of the
I
charts.
say it, top of the charts, 29.70 in this Toyota. Oh, looks like he gets the wall a little bit on the backstretch. Timothy Pope just comes out and gets it done. He's going to go ahead and pull it off down to pit road. It's a one and done lap. Doesn't need to do any better than that unless somebody knocks him off. Ryan Frey in that number 32 Dr. Pepper Chick-fil-A truck coming around for his first timed lap. See if we can't ride on board with him while he makes his way. Right now we're in a 30.34. Oh, you see he's sliding a lot up towards that wall. Had to let off the gas quite a bit. Heading off the end of turn 3 and 4. You're gonna see these guys want to be as close as possible to that white line coming through 3 and 4. They come up towards that wall, come back down across start finish line, and Ryan is going to run a 30 flat, brings him up to 18th position. Looks like tonight, Michael, we have a really big group. We're up to, looks like we're going to have about 31 drivers for tonight's race.
Yeah, we're looking at Timothy Pope, fastest of, just like we were seeing in Michigan.
Looks like he's
Kelly also
practicing
was fast in Michigan.
For his pit stops right now.
1.5 now.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to practice pit stops because there is going to be green flag pit stops at some point.
Looks like the 14 is the one that's on track now. Last person.
Jarrett Woodward.
So maybe. Yep. Maybe to take a lap time.
Nice throwback scheme there as well. Let me see. There was
slowest.
So it looks like tonight, looks like there'll be 5 pit stops, but could be six if there are any yellow flags. So just want to keep the viewers updated. Typically, a solo spin or 2-car wrecks don't usually get called. I believe that keeps the racing open and fair and really competitive because then these guys are going to want to race as clean as possible and have the cleanest truck out there all night. And in the field tonight, this is a combination of Group A and Group B along with some invited guests from inside the league. Every month, this league has what they consider a 10up, 10 down. So if you're in the top, so there's 20 drivers in Group A, and if you're in the top 10, you stay in Group A. If you're in the bottom 10, you move down to Group B. Same goes for Group B. Group B, if you're in the top 10, you move up to Group A, and if you're in the bottom 10 of Group B, you just stay there. So they go through that reevaluation of drivers every month. I think Michael, it really keeps you competitive and wants you to stay on top of your game, so you can stay in that Group A. So Josh Bittner is out on the track right now in that number 84. In his Twitter truck, up to 14th position right now. Ran a 29.92 in that Ford F-150. coming down pit road, probably practicing. A lot of guys are going to want to practice getting in pit road. It's gonna be tight coming off that turn 4.
Like we've seen in Michigan, they said in the pre-race chat that they would not be throwing yellows as much as they did in Michigan. So
and there wasn't a lot of cautions at Michigan either. If I recall right,
there was a bit. There was a bit.
I think now I'm recalling. Yeah, you are right. And right now, this is Ray Garcia, one of the admins for this series. I want to give a huge shout out to him for bringing us on board as he makes his way around this 1.5 miles. His first lap is a 29.84 was his second lap. Brings him all the way up to 10th place here at Texas. Oh, gonna go head on into the wall.
Being reported that there's 9 gallons of fuel.
Oh,
So that's why we're looking at
really?
5 to 6 pit stops.
That's a big difference.
I'm actually verifying this. Yes, 9 gallons.
For all of our viewers, this league is very unique in the fact that it has a lot of different drivers from around the world. They've got drivers from Canada, England, Mexico, Spain, and of course the U.S. and pretty much everything in between. So some of these guys, such as Sergio, I believe, I'm not sure, or Simon. I didn't mean to say Sergio. Simon. I'm not sure what time. I think it's about 3 or 4 in the morning where he is. So dedication for him to always show up to these races. Every race that I've broadcast for these guys, I've seen him there. He comes out every time. So this is a very diverse league, very competitive league. But we want to welcome everybody here tonight. 21 laps, Greg said in the chat. 21 laps on fuel. That's going to be tight. And it's going to go by fast, Michael, because these guys are going to be running 29, 30, 31-second lap times throughout the race.
Yeah, by looking at qualifying, we can see that qualifying times are very, very close. Timothy Pope with 7:04 and Eric with 7:70. Anthony 7:72. Matthew Scott 7:79. Lap times are very, very tight to each other.
And that's the other thing also. With this, if you look at the lap time between Timothy Pope and last place, they're only separated by 0.71. That's not, I mean, less than a second within each other, all of them.
Definitely looking at the weather here. We got partly cloudy. Track temp at this moment is 71 degrees. And the time is going by 4 times fast, which means track will change drastically.
Drastically, yes. Let's see if we can't get somebody in here for interview. Let's see who I've got. Let's bring in. Oh, where did my notes go? We're gonna bring in Eric, who is in second place right now in the front row. Hey, Eric, it's Tim and Michael up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Hey, Eric, so you got a pretty strong start here at Texas. Only 9 gallons in the tank. How are you going to start this race off? Are you going to be conservative or try to stay up there up front?
I'm going to definitely save my tires, I think. Drop back maybe a little bit and just cruise.
is there? I know you've been practicing for this race. Have you been able to make some green flag pit stops and get comfortable with, taking that turn off turn 4 and getting down to pit road speed?
Yes, that's definitely been something I've been working on, and it's tricky. But I think I got her down.
Well, good luck tonight. The 88 truck looks really fast. And of course, you're right there with Timothy Pope, so it's gonna be a battle out there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you throughout the race.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks, Eric. And that was Eric
I can't pronounce it either.
Klafka. I hope I did that right, Eric. If not,
Apologize.
you can yell at me after the race. But really good run by him. He's only 0.07 off the pole setter Timothy Pope. For tonight's race, Michael, what do you think are going to be the most challenging moments here tonight at Texas?
I think getting off of turn 3, to be honest with you, or getting into 3 out of 4 is going to be the most challenging. Especially if you come here in a Cup car or an Indy car, for that matter, you still have that little bump or hip between 3 and 4 to try to not truck doesn't get loose. I know during the drivers' meeting they were saying about no going 3 wide, no forcing 3 wide. They want to try to make the racing nice and clean. So going 3 wide, they said the setup does not handle in 3 wide conditions. They want to stay long term with the setup and make sure the racing goes clean. So we will not be seeing as much 3 wide as we would normally hear. I know the track can do 3 to 4 wides, 1 and 2, but that's one thing we will not be seeing. So I think the give and take is the main key tonight.
Well, and there are situations that we don't. Things happen, such as a driver can let up too much or push up the track, and that's going to make other guys go below him. So that could cause some 3-ride racing that we wouldn't expect. But hey, I'm all for it.
Definitely. Looking forward to the nice broadcast, and let's see if we can get a good racing tonight.
Looking at some drivers I want to highlight. Going to look at the number 98 starting in 14th place, Heath Rutherford. He is from Newmarket, Alabama, 13 years old. He has about 5 months of experience here on iRacing. So, Michael, I always think back to when I started racing on the computer, and it goes back to NASCAR sim racing days, NASCAR racing 2003. I was probably 13, 14 at the time too. So it's really great to see, these younger guys come in here and race with these guys and try to be competitive,
Definitely. I also remember, racing you and a couple other guys. It was just us, NASCAR sim racing days and our 03 days, a little bit here, a little bit there. We would have fun. There's a couple people that, we still remember to this day, whether they're still with us or not. But it takes us back to the good times that we had, whether it was just here for fun or like now in iRacing, it's official races.
Right, and a lot of us have actually met each other and really have gotten to hang out and everything else in real life. So it's created a lot of bonds and experiences here, and iRacing's just continued that for us. And it looks like these guys are getting lined up here at Texas. I didn't think we were going to be starting until 8 o'clock, but it looks like we're going to be rolling early. See if we can't get another interview before. Oh, Brian in the chat says 999 Rex, or the number 999 Rex the field. You heard it first. I'll be back when it happens. So He's already calling who's going to be wrecking. That's no good. He's coming for Jeff Snyder. So Jeff,
Oh boy,
you might want to.
we're gonna have some entertainment tonight.
Yeah. Oh, look at that Toy Story car though. Jeff's got the best looking car.
Oh boy. I think I don't know. I think that Cabela's paint scheme.
Which
number
one's
10,
that?
Anthony is my book right now.
Oh, Anthony. Oh, my stuff just moved. Where'd he go? There he is. And number 10. That is a nice paint scheme starting right there in the second row.
I think my second best paint scheme is the OE5 of Greg Dobson. He's got the Aquaman paint scheme.
As it's coming through the center of your screen right there. That is nice.
Especially under the lights, oh, definitely is amazing.
Getting ready for the green flag coming up through 3 and 4. It's going to be an exciting race.
We're not going green right now. We're not going green.
Oh yeah, I see the pace lights are still on. You can see the full field, and due to COVID restrictions, there's no one in the stands. So I try to make it as real as possible. Michael's
coming back into 2021, where fans are now being welcomed into the stands.
We are in a virtual
I don't know.
studio,
We don't know
though.
what. I think Texas has the most full 100% capacity everywhere. So, meanwhile, back at in the race, lap number 14, we will pause for a moment of silence. If anybody has been following the racing world, we have lost Eric McClure. So I figure lap 14, since he did drive number 14, majority of the Reynolds Wrap paint scheme. We have a quick moment of silence.
Yeah, and that was
What is
really unexpected and unfortunate. I did follow him on Facebook, and he had just posted a video last night with him and his fiance's daughter, and it's just unfortunate. 42 years old, and gone too soon.
I think we are going green this time.
Yeah, we'll reach up there, get them ready, boys, because we're going green.
Here we go, green.
Green flag is out. That number 88 gets a good start on that outside lane.
And these trucks at night, oh man, I love it.
You can see everybody's kind of just filing in, getting behind one another. That number 10 truck that you were talking about going to the inside of that 88.
We do not see anyone going 3 wide so far. Clean first lap.
And that number 10 truck is really hauling the mail. Now that 88 goes back to the inside, he's not going to be able to get to the quarter panel, I don't think. Trying to look low.
They're battling pretty hard in midfield. So far they have straightened it out.
We're going to ride on board with that number 10. Oh, it gets a little tight there. Allows that 88 to sneak in underneath him. He's going to cross over down to the inside at the quarter panel. Oh, is the 88 going to give him the room? Eric, I'm wondering if he's reevaluated what he was going to do. That 10 goes almost to the grass to get below Timothy Pope. Now Timothy Pope's just going to let him go on by. And it looks like he may lose spots to that number 88 as well. Almost. Oh, they are very close right there for that front three.
Yep, very, very close. We'll see what's touched.
And Matthew Scott in that number 35. Is right. Looked like he was
So
gonna get
far,
out of
clean
Timothy
racing,
Pope.
everybody.
Yeah, fantastic racing. He's going to go ahead and let Jess Vaught go by in that number 33 and drop him back in behind him.
We do have a gap between 16th and 17th. Looks like second pack is starting to form.
Also got almost got a little 3 wide there right in front of this 14 truck. Yeah, it looks like it's about a 1.5 second difference between 16th and 17th. A lot of guys in the chat are cheering for Heath Rutherford. Sitting in 12th place, he's gained 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. Sitting there right behind Simon, who we talked about earlier. Oh, looks like
We did have a
happened
wreck.
with James. Oh, he's trying to get up to speed. He's right in front of the leaders, trying to get out of the way. We'll go back and take a look at that. Oh, comes close to Timothy Pope.
So the wreck was coming out of 4 with car
Oh, yellow
34.
flag is out.
Looks like it was car 34 of John Hendrick, bumping car 202 of Todd.
So we'll go back and try to take a look at
Bochers
that.
was out of 4 on lap 5.
Oh, all of a sudden just shows me a 317 out in the grass. Let me see if I can't go back. Oh, there we go. Oh, 32. Oh, he disappears. That's why it's having issues on my screen. Not sure why that happens sometimes.
Looks like the 202 clipped the apron a little bit, slowed up. 34 was there, and that's all she wrote.
That was the 202 of Todd Bowders. Sorry if I butchered your last name, Todd. Is that? I got to get a closer look at this.
That is
car.
who you think it is. Yes, it is. He happens to be sitting on the windshield.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And we're under caution. Pit stops early on. Lap 8.
Yeah, a lot of these guys coming in. There's your leaders, all coming in for pits.
I got 3 people staying out. Everybody else has come down pit road.
Yeah, lap 8 seems a little early to be pitting, but look at the front leaders losing a lot of time. I think they might have went with 4 tires.
Looks like everybody's gone 4 tires.
Yeah, so it looks like the drivers who stayed out, Anthony in that number 10 Bass Pro Shops.
So
John,
the 10, the 15, and the 317.
yeah, and 317
Not
was
pit.
involved in that incident to an extent. He was actually in the grass in the front stretch, but able to stay in front of the leaders before the caution came out.
Will they pit the second time? Let's see.
317, he might. Because he is staying down low, but he could be also saving fuel. But it looks like he is going to come down pit road. Just the way. Oh, and the 15.
Ooh, the
guy's
15.
down.
15,
Wow.
317 down pit road.
So that's going to leave
The
Anthony
leader.
all by himself out there. 9 laps on those tires compared to everybody else. Also going to have 9 laps less of fuel. Right now, a run, they really could only go about 21 laps-ish.
They're
So,
also saving fuel.
yeah. This is the first caution of the night. Let's see if we'll jump on board real quick, see if he's shutting off the engine off. So far, not. I thought maybe he'd be pushing the clutch or something to.
That's what I had thought. The reason why he stayed out, but
It sounds like he's
figure
in
not-
first gear.
not to me.
No? Okay. It just sounds really high for being under caution. The RPMs.
I think that is an iRacing bug that they aware of.
I see. I was going solely off of sound. And that,
It does sound like he is putting the clutch in at least.
okay.
He's trying to conserve some fuel, but not turn the engine off.
And Greg Dobson up to third place in that Aquaman 15 truck. Right there, just behind Jess Vaught.
You mean the 085?
What did I
That's not
say?
the 15.
15? Oh, I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't read. That's why I have glasses. But Timothy Pope, your pole sitter tonight, back to 5th position right now.
Hey Tim,
Yes.
take a look who's in P4 right now.
Oh, Timothy Pope. Or no.
The 01.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my leaderboard
Last time we were racing was the 01 and the 728.
was... Yep. Those two were
Let's see what's going to
fighting
happen
for
here on
that
this
win.
restart.
And our biggest mover of the race so far since the drop of the green flag, Michael Peters in that number 95. He has gained 19 positions since the drop of the green flag. So he's having a really good run here tonight already. I mean, he's went through half the field already. These guys are getting bunched up, ready to go here. Back green at Texas Motor Speedway. Pace car is
His
off.
car's in and they're green.
10 truck got a really bad start there. That 33 is going to go right on around him. And that 01, I think, is going to follow.
That 10 car is definitely keeping the lead.
Oh, the 35 goes to the outside of the 01. But that 10 car, or 10 truck, comes out really strong through 1 and 2. Yeah, he's making that 33 really work for it on the outside lane. Now that 35 is going to dive down the inside. Matthew Scott right on the tail of that number 10.
Remember, I think everybody's just taking it easy because that 10 car does have to pit if it stays green, so there's no need to run hard.
And you see, this is the view of the 10 truck going through 3 and 4. See that 35 trying to work to the outside of him. As you can see, the trucks wiggle a little there through 3 and 4 as Michael was talking in the pre-race about that bump, and now that 35 is getting a run to that outside lane. So far, no one's been successful in passing him to the outside. And he's going to give him enough room up there. 35. Oof. Really close coming through 3 and 4. But that 35 looks like he's going to have the run right here. 30 looks like the 33 and 35 just touched a little bit there off of turn 4. Now 35, is he going to be able to clear the 10 truck this time? Has a run way to the outside.
The 10 is still fighting back.
And he clears him. Matthew Scott is your new leader, but that 10 truck right there on his bumper. Wow. These guys
If we are looking at 21 lap pit stop here, you're looking at about 5 laps. So we see that number 10 go down pit road.
Oh, the 35 comes close. Oh, the 085 is in the wall. Greg Dobson, and we got a big mess down the backstretch. No caution yet.
I seen that.
And he is down to, it looks like it's Greg Dobson going
Looks like
through
he
the
got
grass.
tight off of 2. Slammed that wall.
He's trying to just stay out of the way through the grass, comes back up. That's going to take him all the way down. Oof.
Gets into Stephen Connor.
We were looking at that as it happened. And back up front, Matthew Scott, still your leader. That 10 truck, surprisingly still very competitive with those tires. But like you said, 4 or 5 more laps, and he's going to have to bring that thing in. And now the 33 gets around that 10 truck. Dives down to the inside.
Seeing as the racing's going on now, like, that 10 can hold up with the lead pack on old tires.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting.
That shows what can happen later on in the race.
Yeah. And Timothy Pope really kind of stuck in this position right now. He hasn't gained anything since the drop of the green flag. But I'll tell you who has dropped who has gained since the restart. Michael Peters. We talked about him in that number 95. Gained 19 spots. He's now up 26 positions since the start of this race. So Michael Peters really coming out here to make a name for himself. And now it looks like we have a change in the lead. Vaught goes to the inside of that 35. And quick notes about that number 35. He's from Jackson, California, 29 years old. He has 2 Legends of the Pacific championship, 4 late model championships. He's been iRacing for about 10 and a half years, and he's been racing in real life for 18 years. So we're honored to have a true champion here. And these two are really staying neck and neck. And we're at lap 21, or we're coming to lap 22 right now. So all eyes are really going to be on that number 10 truck. When is that pit stop going to have to happen? Because he is the only driver who has not pitted tonight. Oh no, and he gets hit by the 95. Sideways saves it. No caution. Great
Nice save.
Oh, he's going to get hit again.
Oh, it's spinning again. Oh.
And I'm pretty sure he just went to outer space.
Actually, I think he went to the International Space Station.
That was wild. We got to see that as it was happening. We're going to try to go back and see it happen in 10 It doesn't even give me a chance to kind of slow it down. I'm trying to see what else.
He got bumped by the 95 first. He recovered. And then got hit by the 00.
The 00.
And he rolled off the 14 and went to the space.
Yep, and then the 14 of Jarrett Woodward comes through. Or no, it was a different 14. But everybody else really kind of collects themselves. Unfortunately, that 10 truck got the raw end of that deal. And now these guys are coming down pit road just in time for another round of pit stops. And the way what happened with with the 10 truck is the way iRacing does things. He went out. I mean, he went out of bounds of the spectrum of iRacing track. So
Yep.
It basically just resets his truck itself.
It
So-
automatically tows back to the pits.
Correct. Which I think is about
So-
2.5 minutes or more.
Depends where he's on track is where it depends on the
Okay.
time.
So he was on the backstretch, and right now he's looking at. It's been 2 minutes right now that he's been towing. So right now that 15 truck is your leader. He did not go to the pits. Neither did Todd in that 202 Bernie Sanders truck.
Damn, your favorite truck right there.
Oh, that truck's hilarious. I just, iRacing, these guys in their paint jobs just always amaze me. And Anthony's still in pits. Now, he could get very lucky because...
1 minute on tow left for Anthony
Oh, okay.
in that 10 car.
He could get his last back. It's gonna be a challenge the rest of the race because he's gonna be about 3 laps down when it's all said and done. Because right now they're doing pace laps at about 1 minute and 10 seconds. And I know that Ray Garcia has got to feel bad about that one because he was coming off the corner and Anthony was just slowed up so much that Ray, you really don't even have time to respond to situations like this because, you're coming around the corner and the guy is there, and there are blind spots in these trucks that if they're sitting perfectly with the roll bar in that front left corner of your truck, you're not going to see it. You could be looking in your rearview mirror, and that's the difference between hitting someone and sending them to outer space or not. But John Kazaza.
Anthony back in track. So Tim, that was 22.1 laps that he went. So that's an interesting mark to see what happens.
Yeah, it's he must be able to push it farther than than we think. Also, some quick notes about John. He is 64 years old from Danbury, Connecticut. Oh, looks like he just came down pit road. But he's been iRacing since December of 2020. 15 years and 1,200 winged micros and 600 non-winged micros. So he's been around racing for a long time. As he comes down pit road, I wonder why he chose to come down pit road now instead of when the rest of the guys came in. Because this is his second pit stop. So that's going to give the lead back to Matthew. Nope. My thing is not updating here. Todd. It looks like that number 10 gets a wave around. Not sure.
Yep.
Yeah. So
They are giving him his wave round because of the out of bounds incident.
Oh, okay.
Admins here are definitely playing nice to those.
So he will be back on the lead lap with the rest of these guys.
Yepper.
That's a good call. It's a difficult situation for sure.
And it keeps everybody on the same lap and
Oh, and the
definitely more
202
intensive
dives down
action.
pit road. Different strategies playing out here.
The
I didn't
202
see
was
that coming.
17 laps on fuel.
Oh, really? Okay. He's just bringing it down to pit road. Oh, he doesn't know where his pit box is, it seems. It looks like he's there now. So now, go back out to these guys. Michael Peters, that number 95. 29 positions gained since the drop of this green flag. And he is your leader with Jess Vaught in second place, Matthew Scott in third, Timothy Pope in fourth, Kelly in fifth, Josh Bittner in sixth, and Chad Waller in seventh, Heath Rutherford in eighth, Stephen Connor in ninth, and Ray Garcia in 10th. Looks like Ray Garcia is the only one who hasn't gained or lost any positions here tonight. He is right where he started at this race, so good night so far. He's not gained or lost anything. Back up front. Let's see how interesting this green flag restart will be. Coming to lap 28 of 150 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Green flag is in the air.
Green flag.
95 didn't get a very good start there. That 33 is going to go right around him. And that 35 is looking to go around him as well. That 35 right on the back bumper. Oh, we're looking at the engine.
Look at that.
Give him a good
That's
push
called
down.
amazing to detail in iRacing's physics.
I didn't even know an engine existed inside of these things.
Oh, would you think there were Mario Kart engines in here?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you look at some of these.
We just don't have any turtles. Come on.
Or shells. That's the only thing we're missing.
Might as well toss a banana out and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, the 35's
Oh,
in
outside.
the wall.
2 cars on the wall. Looks like they got it going.
Yeah, that's a big impact for that 35. He is now dropping a lot of positions. These guys scrambling 3 wide because they. Oh, the 999. Oh, he gets tapped. 35 gets rear-ended into the wall. There's a truck upside down.
Oh, barrel roll down the
rolling
front.
stretch. Wow!
Oh, right into the camera.
Dion Jones. He's still stuck on his side. Somebody's got to come push him. Oh, it looks like it's going to jump him to the pits. Wow. We're going to have to go back.
Green.
Oh, we're still green. I didn't realize that. I'm over here talking about that crash. We will have to go back and revisit that one later. Actually, we're going to go back in now because these guys are racing each other. Let's go back. Dion Jones. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. So we're going to go to this camera angle. Is that who was flipping? I think so. Oh, no, that's not who was flipping. That's the number 13? Or the 113 is who's flying through the air. Just barrel rolling down through turn 1 and 2. Wow. End over end. Into the catch fence and out of bounds. Unfortunately. There's just a lot of things happened on that caution. Looks like who was involved? Dion Jones, James, Ed Salt,
Danny
Chandler. Looks like there he is. That 113. He is about 4 laps down now. I'm sorry, 2 laps down. Todd was involved in that.
James Edsall in the 317 has retired his truck.
Was he involved in that crash?
I believe he was, yes.
Okay. So back up front.
Thanks, Carl, for the feedback. Really appreciate it. Meanwhile, back up front, the 33 is now still leading, but we got 2 familiar faces chasing them down.
Oh yeah, Timothy Pope is coming back to regain his throne. just say that it's his throne, and just behind him, Kelly. And then look at Heath sitting in 4th place right now. I know there's a lot of fans watching tonight, cheering him on. I've seen it quite a bit in the chat. And Jesse just trying to show the field how it's done. 37 laps of 150 here. Pit stops, let's see. The last pit stop took place at lap 24. Am I correct on that?
Say that again?
The last pit stop took place on lap 24?
13 laps ago.
Oh, yeah, okay, good. So, right now there's about 13 laps on these new tires. Let's go back in the field and take a look. Michael Peters in that number 95. He has gained the most spots here tonight. He's dropped back a little bit here on this restart. He didn't get a good start that he probably wanted on that restart. You see the rest of the guys going through in that number. See some guys in the grass back there. I know we're riding on board with Joseph Martin in this number 22. Josh Bittner just passed Stephen Connor for 8th position. And I think the biggest break of the race right now is Greg Dobson in that number 085. He's lost 15 positions.
Oh, we got a wreck in the backstretch.
Oh, we got a wreck. Who was that? Looks like Todd. Nope.
I know the 10 was involved.
10. Let's see. Well, he is slow.
So
right now.
looks like the 34 scraped the wall out of 2 in both. Double check on numbers to make sure I get it right. It's like the 10 and the 7 tried to avoid it, and the 10 clipped the 7's right rear.
And back up front, Timothy Pope back at the helm. Jesse Vaught in 2nd, and just behind him, Kelly. Heath still in 4th. A little space between 3rd and 4th position. In that number 98. Oh, something happened with Ryan. Oh, he's upside down. The number 32 truck was upside down. We're going to have to go back and take a look at that if the green flag stays out. That green is still out, so we will go back and check that out really quick. Not sure what happened with Ryan.
Ryan got too hot in turns 1. Still played it off of 2, and looks like he hit the outside wall, came down, hit the inside wall, and started a barrel and roll.
Yeah, for some reason it's not allowing me to go back and see him. It just automatically just shows me him up on his roof. Luckily he got off the track before anybody else could come. Great job on his part. In the middle of the pack, Dustin Reithel in that number 37 Chevrolet. Right now sitting in 14th position, battling with Jeff Snyder in that number 999.
Tim, I'm hearing that we might be seeing pit stops here shortly. If we're being told about 21 laps, we're at 21 now.
Okay, well, we're ready for that, because you know that's going to be a wild go around. Looks like Danny Chandler has dove. Oh, nope. Oh, no, he said he passed somebody. Haha. So I lied. So back up front with these guys. We will start.
We're here in
to see
pit
them.
stops. The 7.
Now Chase Bennett in. Daniel in. Or Dustin is in. Joseph Martin is in. John is in. These guys are getting slowed up. The 10 is in.
So we're looking at between 23 and 25 laps as a fuel window.
Jess Vaught is in along with Kelly. Stephen Connor is in just behind them. So these guys want to make sure that they have a great pit stop and don't get any penalties. Oh, the 33. That was weird. Maybe it was my screen. Hold on. Oh, yeah, just my screen looked like he turned really hard and missed his pit stop. But he is in his pit stall, down and away. So he's going to beat
All right,
Kelly.
pit stops.
Pit
Majority of the field coming down. Timothy, Peters, Walker, Heath.
These are our first green flag pit stops. Greg Dobson still out there. With Jarrett Woodward out there. Jarrett Woodward comes close to that wall. 35 trucks in the wall. And they just went around Jesse Vaught. They're now on pit road. Timothy Pope looks to be getting tires. I don't believe Jesse Vaught got tires. Watching him in pit road, I believe he just got fuel only.
Jesse Vaughn, I believe, got 2 tires.
2 tires? Okay.
His stop was 11.3, while everybody says 16.
And now Greg Dobson is your leader. Just looking for some information on Greg Dobson. Oh, here we go. Greg is from Canada, Toronto, Ontario. He's been iRacing since April of 2020, pretty much since the pandemic began, like a lot of others. So shout out to him in that number 085, down and away through his pit stop. Jess Vaught is going to regain the lead. He has him and Kelly have, looks like they both did 2 tires because they both, one was 10.55 seconds, the other one was 11.27 seconds on those pit stops, respectively. And they're about 3.5 seconds ahead of Timothy Pope, and then 7.5 seconds over the driver in 4th place.
With all these pit stops, the field is definitely spread out. But keep in mind, we have different cycles. It's like the 085 took right sides only.
Interesting that these guys are only going with right sides. That must mean that the tire wear is not really too terrible. And Timothy Pope now is just about 3 seconds back from these guys. So it'll be interesting to see how much Timothy can gain on these guys. Looks like my leaderboard was going crazy for Jeff Snyder. I thought maybe something had happened, so we'll go check him out. All is good in the Snyder camp, sitting in 11th position, gained 18 spots since the drop of the green flag in that Ford F-150 Toy Story. I wonder if he has a Buzz Lightyear paint scheme too.
Oh man, you definitely love that.
It looks like he is catching that. Or no, that's 32 truck is a couple of laps down. Let's go take a look at. Yeah, Ryan Frey is about 2 laps down. As he
According to timing and
barrel rolling.
scoring, Kelly's pit stop was 8 laps ago, and his pit stop was 10.6. So he must have took 2 tires as well. And
Yeah.
he is your leader up front.
These two.
Timothy is the first one, I believe, on 4 tires.
Yes. And he's going to have to deal with lap traffic. So we have to see how that turns out. We are on board with Timothy Pope right now.
Kelly has ran the best lap of the race so far at a 29.684. So could Kelly, 2 tires, know what he's doing?
We'll go back and take a look at Jarrett Woodard. I said Woodward because I was thinking of my friend John, so I apologize. Riding on board here, he's just behind Stephen Connor in that number 31. He's going to go to the outside, try to in that number 14 Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Tonight, some guys that I kind of wasn't expecting, but they are coming to show out, especially that Michael Peters in that 95.
I think Chad Walker too.
Yeah, Chad Walker in that number 66, sitting in 6th place right now. He is catching the 2 guys in front of him.
So early on, Tim, who's your prediction?
My early on prediction, I'm really riding high on that Michael Peters. That truck has got a lot of speed, and the fact that he's been able to drive through the field to get up here to where he is right now in the top 5, he's going to be one to really watch for the race.
Good pick, good pick. I think I'm gonna go with that Matthew Scott. He's been quietly picking his way up as well.
Oh yes, that number 35. We've been talking about him quite a bit here tonight. He had that little incident where he gotten pushed out to the wall, but he's been able to recover back up to 7th place. See who else we've got here. Joseph Martin, 88, currently working on Greg Dobson and Ray Garcia. They're just in front of him. They're battling. It actually looks like there's a little distance between them. Why is my screen showing? Oh, my screen was showing something happening to Timothy Pope. I don't know why my iRacing lies to me. Right now, Kelly is your leader. Got around Jesse, and now they're going to the inside of that 15 truck. John, who was leading just before, during that last pit stop, he decided to come down pit road.
Just like you said, lap traffic. Kelly just making it look easy.
Yeah, really. Not having any troubles with these guys. You see Timothy at the very back of the screen here as they go through the corner. He is now 1.6
like he got
seconds
tight.
away.
He got tight out of 3.
Yeah, he did lose a little time there on those guys. Last time by Timothy Pope, 31.37, while the two drivers in front of him ran 30.9s. And Timmy's going to have to deal with two left cars right there in front of him.
The 10 car is in the pits. Looks like he's trying to play the gamble.
Well, our last
Pit
pit stop
early.
happened at 47, so we are 20. Right now we're at 20 laps ago. They were in pit road. So
17 and 18 laps.
Those two-tire pit stops for these two leaders really paid off because Timothy Pope was not able to catch that much on them. And now Timothy Pope catching these lap-down cars. Where's he going to go? Is he going to try to make it 3 wide, or is he going to try to push somebody out of the way? 15's trying to get out of the way of Timothy Pope. And now Pope is just stuck behind these two. Now he's back 2.5 seconds. He's lost almost a whole second getting caught up behind lap traffic.
So we went back and looked at that 10 pit stop. 2 tires, right side tires.
Now Pope gets around both those lap cars, but he is now your leader. Oh, the 15! We got a 15 gets wild trying to come down pit road. John just all over the place coming down. Timothy Pope is now your leader. Question is, when will he come down pit road? Jesse Vaughn and Kelly both came down pit road. Now is Timothy going to extend? Nope, Timothy's going to come down right now. A little sideways coming down pit road, but my question is, did he get slowed up enough?
Looks like they are getting tight out of 2.
And now your new leader, Michael Peters, in that number 95. With Josh Bittner just behind him. Wallier. Nah, I'm terrible with last name, guys. And now he's coming down pit road. Got an early pit box here in the back. Oh, and he misses his pit box. Slides right through it. That's going to cost me. Still stuck. Still not in his pit box. Got to reverse all the way. Try to get back up into his pit box. That number 95 is going to wish that he could have that back. Right sides are up. That's a big hit for him. Josh Bittner, now your leader. Now coming down pit
Your
road.
pick.
Yeah, my pick.
Peters.
Having some bad luck right now. And your pick, Matthew Scott, coming down pit road as well.
So far, all green.
And Greg Dobson is now your new leader. Aquaman Toyota Tundra.
So like Kelly, when he came down pit road, took 4 tires.
Yeah,
I think we're expecting Greg. Oh, spinning. Wow, that 10 almost got the leader.
Wow. We were riding on board with the Greg Dobson. So I just see smoke on the screen. Didn't see what was happening, but wow. That was close.
Greg coming down pit road, 23 laps looks like. Next one we should be expecting is a 202. Todd Benders.
He's got the number 7.
Anthony Renner in that 081 has retired from the race.
And the 202 coming down pit road, just as you said. Oh, let's check
Meanwhile,
it
back
out.
out front, Kelly has resumed the lead,
Yep, Kelly has
followed
a
by
lead.
Jess.
And the gap, Timothy Pope only 1.5 seconds back this time. So we'll see if he's not able to reel them in. And then all the way back to 4th place, 7.7 seconds back.
Up front, we're looking at the 01 and the 33. 33 is catching fast. Last couple laps, we're looking at telemetry. Been running at least a good 0.2 faster than Kelly. So we're gonna have a race on our hands here, sure.
Yeah, we are. And there's the lap times between those two. You see, Vaughn has been fastest 4 out of 5 of the last 5 laps. And this time by, Kelly was faster. And let's see, the driver that I chose, I believe he might be. Yeah, he's a couple laps down.
Peters is P7.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, my timing score is really off. It showed me him all the way down to 28th, so I apologize for that. Yeah, he is in P7, so it's not bad after that hiccup on pit road. Yeah, as soon as I click off him, it throws him back into being laps down. So I apologize. My timing scoreboard is being wonky tonight. And Matthew Scott, your pick, sitting in 5th place right now. 10 seconds off the leader.
35 to unsponsored Chevrolet. Matthew Scott.
And you see just behind him in 6th place, Eric, who we talked to in pre-race. He has been fastest 4 of the last 5 laps. We're on lap 80 of 150 here tonight. Just a little over halfway.
And news out of the garage is that the 113 has retired for an engine failure.
Danny Chandler. He was one of those trucks that was flipping down the front stretch earlier tonight. Look at this, is a great shot here of Texas Motor Speedway. Just see the guys going around the track.
We're less than 70 to go.
You see they're kind of in their own little packs right now as we see them come through the camera. It's a really nice wide open track. You know, Texas is one of my favorite tracks to race on. It's just a lot of fun.
I've been a big fan of the now Legacy Texas. Not really a fan. Not a fan of the new one just yet. Haven't Then again, the NASCAR Aero package is something I'm still working on. But, definitely not my favorite track right now.
Let's do a little background on Kelly here. I can't find Kelly is near Green Bay, Wisconsin. He's 50 years old. He's part of the Serial Killers. He's been iRacing since May of 2020. He's been with the Big Show network of drivers since January of 2021. So we want to welcome him for coming out every race. And I believe he was the winner of this past month, if I'm not mistaken. He was at the top of the charts for Group A. So fantastic job to him, and he's catching one of the admins here. Going to be putting him a lap down in that 00 of Ray Garcia.
Looking at about 16 people on the lead lap.
Which is not many. I mean, it's half the field if you think about it.
Definitely.
David
Still a long race to go here.
Mayberry. Or actually, I think trying to see who is the 10 truck down pit road. Oh, he is.
Yes, the 10 is down pit road.
Wow, that's
It's like two
kind of
tires and fuel.
Yes, it looks like David Mayberry is your last car on the lead lap. Actually, it looks like Joseph Martin is your last car on the lead lap. He's in 17th position. As you see here, Kelly working through lap traffic, and Timothy Pope now up to second place in that 728.
Looks like we might be looking at pit stops.
Timothy Pope just got airborne and nailed, taken out by a lap down car. Oh, man. Yellow flag is out. Wow, is Timothy... Look at... Oh, he can't get through. Oh, that is... Wow. We got to see that as it happened. Let's go back and see if we can't... I'm going to back this up a little bit. Because this was crazy. He was just getting around the 7 truck. And we're going to do a slow-mo here. Gets around the 7 truck. 7 truck comes down as Timothy looks like he's coming. I don't know if he was coming up or down, but just gets into the 7 truck. Gets hit by the 7 truck. Launched into the air. And as Ricky Bobby would say, I'm upside down. As he flips just in front of the campers on the backstretch, lands on all 4, and tries to drive it right out.
Well, with this caution, definitely going to be definitely different because you got 60 laps to go. So we're looking at about 3 more pit stops at least.
Yeah, 7 just clobbers Timothy Pope and then spins down to the inside as well. I actually want to ride on board with the 7. I want to see what happened here. Oh, looks like the 7 was just trying to correct himself coming out of the corner, and he just got into Timothy. Oh, that's unfortunate. But back here live, this is, now pitch strategies are out the window.
I don't think so, Tim, because looking at the time, the laps figure, maybe they have to conserve for maybe the last run if there's no caution, if it stays green.
Okay, well, that'll be
This might be a fuel strategy.
Maybe we can bring in Jonah Long and see maybe what happened there on that caution. Hey, Jonah, it's Tim up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what happened there coming out of turn 2?
I got real tight and I overcorrected.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was a tough
The
mistake
tires
there.
are killing me.
Because you were probably getting ready to come down pit road here very shortly.
Yes, I was.
What are your tires looking at after a run?
Bad. Very bad.
What was your percentage that time?
I think it was in like the 50s.
Woo!
Nope, 60s.
That's probably where I'd be. I run too hard, so. Well, good luck the rest of the night, Jonah.
Thank you.
That was Jonah Long involved in that crash. Just overcorrected. You could see we were riding the pit cockpit, or cockpit. I don't know why I said pit cock. It was just he was having a hard time controlling that thing, but now he gets to do it over again. Got to go down pit road, get some 4 fresh ones, and go the rest of the way here tonight. All right, well, this is good for me and you, because right now Michael Peters is sitting in 4th position with Matthew Scott sitting in 6th. So both our drivers sitting up there near the top. Actually, another driver I want to talk to while we're under caution. I want to talk to Greg Dobson. Hey, Greg, it's Tim. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. What's happening?
Hey, man. So you've overcome quite a few obstacles here tonight, sitting comfortably in 5th position in that beautiful Aquaman paint scheme.
I've cycled my way through nicely. Yeah, the paint was done by Ricky Wittenberg, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today. He's on vacation. But, I had a couple of incidences early on and kind of forced me into the grass. I kind of let the field roll by, and I've been kind of slowly working my way past and trying to work my way up.
And how's your tire management been going through these cycles?
Honestly, I'm one of the long run guys. I'm okay for a qualifying lap, but overall, I'm not the fastest at the very start of a run. My tires hold to the end where I can still throw some decent lap times, and I'm throwing 30.7s right through to the end of a fuel run.
Nice.
What are your tire percentages after the pit stop?
The last stop, my right front 95, my lefts were 98, my right rear was 96. But it wasn't a complete run when I went in. I actually didn't even change any tires. All I did was gas only on that one.
Okay. Good strategy.
So.
Well, good luck the rest of the night, Greg. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you at the end of the race.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you very much, and hope you all enjoy the show.
Thanks, Greg.
Definitely. Thank you.
Greg. By on the outside there, trying to get probably back on the lead lap. Looks like he is going to be back on the lead lap now. So he'll be restarting in 24th position. Timothy's got his work cut out for him now. I know we get amazed by the wrecks that happen in iRacing, but I can imagine that there's utter frustration inside that truck with Timothy right now.
Well, Timothy has been fast there, so he'll come back.
Coming down to the green flag. Green flag is out.
Green,
Kelly
green.
is going to bring us to the green flag side by side with Jesse Vaught. We'll see if these guys start to get a little dicey because it is lap 93 of 160. Ooh. Oh, real spread out here. 95 now up to third place. Trying to the inside at 33. Had to let up a little bit. Behind him. Third place on back. 35 just got whipped by the 66. Now got 66 trying to go to the inside of the 35. Oh, 66 had to let up a lot because he was starting to push. Oh, man, those guys are getting close to that outside wall.
We just talked to Greg at OD5. He's not regretting not taking tires.
Yeah, he has fallen all the way back to 12th. Since the restart. Settled down, getting in the groove, and now the 14 truck is now working on. Oh, and the 88!
Wreck.
Oh, and Greg gets right into the side of him.
And he went to go to the campground again.
No caution yet. And there might not be. And he is stuck against that inside wall. He's not resetting yet. There he goes. Now he's on his way to the pits. Now back up front. Peters working on that 33 truck. Really great racing here tonight, Michael. Oh, it almost looked like we had a pass in the grass back here. Not sure who that was.
That was
Might have been
Stephen Connor.
Snyder. Oh, yellow flag.
Stephen Connor and the 10.
Oh, the 10 has had just a rough night. Oh, and the 15 is stuck on his side. See if we can't go back and see what happened here. Oh, and it's not going to... Oh, man, we are getting... Oh, my gosh. We are getting trucks just launching into the air here tonight. We'll do this from this view. Oh, 15 is... So we got 3 trucks here. Just flipping uncontrollably. 15, the 29, the AC/DC, but 15. Look at that air. I give that a 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've seen a truck.
That looked like the Crew Dragon landing back home.
And then the 29 gets hit again there. You see him in the corner of the screen flipping on the other side of the turn. But John just goes for a ride. probably one of the wildest rides I've seen on iRacing in a while. And now we're back under caution here. I think I hit a button because I don't hear my iRacing sounds no more.
Oh man, my pick is out of the race.
Oh
The
no!
35.
What happened?
John. The
with-
15 out of the race.
Wow.
My favorite to win this race is out.
What happened with the 35?
I did not even see.
Yeah, because I thought he was doing great. Because now my pick, Michael Peters, is your leader.
He was sitting P4, and then I think he hauled forward.
Huh. Wow, this has been a wild race. Lap 100 here tonight. Just realized I've had lap times displayed for like 60 laps. Well, Maddox. Oh, I used your gaming name. I used your alias.
That's fine.
I'm gonna allow you to have a mulligan. I'm gonna let you repick since your guy is out of the race, and I want to know who you think is gonna bring it home.
Oh boy. I'm guessing I'm gonna go back to my original pick. Besides that 35, and stick with that 10. But we'll see. They give me a couple more laps. I'll probably give you a better answer. I'm still saying probably the 10. I'm not gonna pick Kelly, but thinking that 10. Come back and do something.
This is our fourth caution. We've had a lot of this race tonight is probably the most flips I've seen out of some trucks. Meeting here tonight, and let's check in with. Let's see where Timothy Pope is. Timothy Pope is up to 18 right now.
So we're getting reports from the 35 that he had to go. He timed up pretty good, just too much pacing. He'll be back.
Gotcha.
Which I kind of understand. They did move it back an hour, about a half hour, so I kind of understand the situation.
Yeah, and I will apologize for that because that was some miscommunication on my part because I tend to have everything set up for the day and then I just show up on my computer when it's time. So I didn't communicate that very well. So that was
somebody got
partially
dozed
my
off
fault.
and took a nap on the floor. Meanwhile, we got 46 laps
Look
to go.
at Jeff Snyder in that number 999. They were talking about him in chat earlier about causing the wreck, but look at him sitting in fourth place.
That 999, that Toy Story paint scheme.
He's a sleeper. He's gained 25 spots since the drop of the green flag.
Definitely an underdog.
pace car lights are off. Hey, you know what I think something iRacing should put together, Michael?
What's that?
If you want to man the pace car, you should be able to go into a server and be like, okay, I'll be the pace car for tonight.
I 100% agree. I think that would be out of control. I think if they do that, they should allow you to do it under league sessions, not
Yes.
under officials, because that would be disaster.
But it would be hilarious. For me, anyways.
All right, pace car's going to be off here, and they are green, according to the rule book.
Here we go.
Here we
Green
go.
flag in the air. 33. Oh, bottom lane gets a really bad start. Jess Vaught jumps out to the lead. Oh, and these guys back here in the back, they're getting dicey. Almost 3 wide on the restart because people were caught slowed up. Oh, and then oh, there goes my guy.
Ooh.
There goes Michael Peters. He went flying.
Well, look like your looks like your lead, your
So we've
pick.
come to the end of the road. I can't sing, guys, but there goes
That's
my
an
pick.
understatement. Meanwhile, up front, the 33 is your leader. With look who's behind,
Kelly.
that 01 chasing him down.
Oh no, and look at that. You're number 10 coming to the inside of the 66. Oh, some touching back there. Oh, the 202. Trying to figure out where he is. Todd. He was sideways in the grass there on that front stretch. They were side by side. Now he's getting caught really fast down the backstretch. The 88 goes the outside handling. Oh, 3 wide just behind him. Oh, these guys are. Oh, Timothy Pope through the grass. Comes back on the track, saves it, keeps it going. They were not kidding about going 3 wide and it not being able to handle it because Timothy Pope just lost that. Oh, I see some smoke. Oh, looks like
01
connection.
and the 10 has caught.
Back up front. I'm so sad about my pick.
Do you want to take another pick?
Let's see. Who do I want to go with? Lap 110. We got 40 laps to go. I'm going to go with Jess Vaught in that number 33.
Let's see what happens here at the end.
And there goes that number 10 truck to the lead around the 01 to the inside, side by side down the backstretch.
We're going to be looking at pit stops in about 10 laps. So if they, we're going to have to stretch it.
And now the 33 is going to go to the inside of the 01 and get around him. Now the 33 is going to try to work on the 10 truck. A reminder, this is a race between Group A guys and Group B here in the 10 Up, 10 Down Racing League, known as the Big Show. Every time I say that, I think of the Big Show in the WWE.
Oh man, you mean AEW where it's at now? WWE is in the far end
Yeah.
corner.
And these two neck and neck. Yeah, that 33 truck is right on Anthony's tail. Oh, and there's some smoke down the backstretch.
Here.
Number 32.
He's back. He's back up.
Ryan Frey. I don't know how I messed that name up. And right now, it looks like our biggest mover of the race at this point is Jeff Snyder in that number 999 Toy Story truck. Back there in this gaggle of trucks. Right now sitting in 7th position, gained 22 spots since the drop of the green flag.
If I'm not mistaken, that 01. The 01 has been faster than the 2 in front. If you remember, started the race to 10. He's the one giving as much speed early on. Even staying out on old tires, he still managed to keep up.
Yeah, and he has overcome an accident and coming back through the field.
The 32 of Ryan Frey has retired. Being told suspension issues down pit road. Kelly's coming down pit road. Kelly's coming down pit road.
Oh, so is Jess Vaughn.
They are going to have to pit one more time. I don't think this is a good move just yet.
Yeah, I think it might have been a little too early.
Looking at about 30 laps of fuel left here. Or 30 laps to go. 31 laps to go, my mistake. I think Anthony should stay out. Hopefully be staying out here.
Check on Anthony. He still is out there. Turns 3 and 4. Coming down the front stretch, still out there. That 66 truck is just behind him. And these guys are trying to push this fuel window so that way they can try to push the second fuel window. But at the same time, the longer they stay out, I believe the more they're going to lose in this run. Because going back looking at
10-car leader is coming down pit road.
Yeah, Jess Vaughn and Kelly both got 4 tires that last pit stop.
And Chad's coming down. So we're looking with this pit stop, might be one more.
It's going to depend on a caution.
I still think one more. It's going to be a matter of how much do they take on that last run.
Yeah.
So if this stays green, how much does The leaders take.
All right,
That
right
last pit
sides
stop.
are up on the 10 car. Right sides are down, and he's away. Right sides
Right
only.
sides. Yep. Right sides only. 10.7 on the stop.
Comes out. Those two are your leaders right now, Stephen Connor and Greg Dobson. So he just put him a lap down. The 34
Now that
truck.
10 car did come back in front of that 33.
He's going down to the inside of these two. He's going to get his lap back right here. Oh, whoa, that was a lot of slicing and dicing there. The 34 to 10. And what is the 34 doing? John Hendricks. Or Herdzik. That was scary. David Mayberry is your leader in that number 29 ACDC.
Leader is coming down pit road this time.
It's down and away, and the leader should go to Todd Bowers in that number 202.
Depends on how long that guy stays out in the 202.
I don't think it'll be that long. He's letting off the gas a lot, meaning he's probably got some really bad tire wear.
Or he could be saving.
That too.
Two coming down. 7 car in.
Sliding there. Oh, did he get slowed up? Oh, the 7 truck. Jonah Long hard into that inside wall. Trying to get it
And that
going.
will hand the lead back over to the 10.
Yeah, Jonah. Oh, there he goes. Now Anthony, like you said, back to the lead.
Got a big gap. There's a 2-second gap. 2 Jess in that 33 with Kelly back in 3rd. Looking at time and scoring. It looks like verify the 33 pitted. Game changer. The 33 has come down the pit road early. I think that's definitely a bad move. And the 01 was right behind him.
I didn't realize that my mic was muted this whole time. I went to go sneeze and I didn't bring myself back. Yeah, Michael, I don't know if that's the right call because as of right now, when they went to pits, there was about 20 some odd laps left. But that's put them so far behind now. Timothy Pope now coming out of pit.
It could be an advantage or it could be a disadvantage. The reason why I say they pitted early is because remember 23, 24 laps at least. So they're good to go to the end.
It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out for this 10 truck. He's trying his best to get through lap traffic as fast as possible. Looks like his last pit stop, he was 10.73 seconds. Right now, Chad Waller in second place in that number 66. And then Greg Dobson sitting in third place. Stephen Connor in fourth. Dustin in fifth. And Eric in sixth in that number 88. Who was just one of those drivers that was in the infield.
Depending on what Jess and Kelly can do lap time wise, their speeds will factor in.
Right now,
this was a good move.
They're running about 30.2 while the leader's running 30.5. But they are 40 seconds back from the leader.
They are also a lap down.
Yes.
10 is definitely losing the pace a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to have to go into save mode. Chad Waller now down pit road, so Greg Dobson is the next closest person to him, 12 seconds back. Last time Greg pitted was lap 125, and Anthony pitted at 122.
Yep. So Anthony and Dustin and Eric are definitely going to have to pit one more time.
Yes. David Mayberry may not have to. It's going to be questionable. He last pitted at lap 126.
Says 11 laps ago. 11 laps, yeah. So yeah, he's if he saves and saves, he can probably make it. Todd though, the 202 is definitely good to the end.
Oh, Timothy Pope.
Anthony, pit road.
Something happened to Timothy Pope. We're going to go back and look. It says he crashed. Oh, nope. He just called it quits.
Timothy Pope has retired from the race.
Wow.
So one of the favorites.
And now the 10 car down pit road. This is the game changer. He's out of pit road. Greg Dobson is your leader. We're on lap 139.
And here it is. Here's the race off pit road. 10.
Oh, right
33,
here with these two.
right here.
This is going to be intense because these guys now have older tires and oh man, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah, so the 10 is on 10 lap newer tires than both of them.
Hey, he's going to the inside of the 01.
Here we go.
No problem. Goes to the inside
It's
of the
over.
33. He's going to clear him, no problem, probably. He's going to truck to his outside. 3 wide down the backstretch. 33 tries to jump into the back of the 10. And now the 10 clears them both. But now,
It'll be an interesting race.
the question is, they are 6.5 seconds back from this 202 truck, who should be good to go for the rest of the way on fuel.
Less than 10 to go.
The only thing that's going to change is if there's a caution. 'Cause right now,
they hit the wall off for 2.
who did?
The
Anthony?
33 and the 01. This race
Oh.
has definitely been handed to the 10 unless something happens.
Greg is your leader right now as it stands in that 0.85.
They
We'll
will
see
have to pit.
how far he can go. Right now, the last time he pitted was 18.
17 laps to go.
Yeah, 17
laps to go. Dustin at 37 is 20, so he should be coming down pit road shortly.
Yeah, he's
The
gonna be coming
202 is the one that's good to the end. Bearing is he saving. Greg, I think, is trying to save fuel. So this is a fuel strategy here at the end.
down. It really is.
Is that 10 gonna catch him, or is someone gonna pull up the upset?
Dustin now down pit road. He was in 3rd place. Greg trying to push the envelope right now. Just letting people go by him. He's got a 9-second lead over 2nd place right now.
2nd place will have to pit as well.
Oh, Greg gets into the wall. This is going to be interesting. Lap 145 this time by.
They're gonna have to make it 5 laps to go.
He is in, I believe, probably major save mode right now. And Stephen Connor is in 2nd place. He's the next driver that also pitted the same lap as him. Boy.
This is definitely coming down to a good finish.
You can tell he's trying to save a lot because he's running about.
Let's go on board with Greg for a lap. Oh, Greg is coming down pit road.
This time. Oh man. There he is, getting it slowed up. He is not going to make it. That is unfortunate, but he could get a splash. He's 18 seconds ahead of Anthony. So if he has a really good
I thought
pit
he was
stop-
going to stay out and try to push it.
And now Stephen Connor, he's the next driver. He is staying out. He passes Greg for the lead. See
Going
if
on
he
board with
can't-
Steven here.
Oh, you hear him let off the gas a lot.
I was say, is he clutching it in the corners?
Down to 6,000 RPM. Greg, 5.78 second pit stop. Greg drops all the way down to 9th place. Sound like I heard a little hiccup.
This is gonna be close.
Uh-oh. I think he's out. Yeah.
Did he push it too much?
Because he is not going very fast at all. And now there goes the 10 car around him for the lead. Anthony back to the lead. Steven trying to bring it back down around to pit road. Richard Pierce looks like he was trying to get down pit road and spun it.
Steven's still on track.
Yes, Steven's still on track.
He is trying to limp it around.
And Anthony trying to bring it home. Coming down the backstretch. Your second pick is going to bring it home here tonight at Texas.
31 out of fuel.
The 31 drops back to third.
31 out of fuel,
Back
so
to
that's
fourth.
24 and a half
Fifth,
laps.
Seventh. Oh. 8th. Trying to bring it down across the start-finish line. And gonna bring it home in 8th. But Anthony Gaudio, I think, is your winner. Kelly in second. Jess Vaught in third. Chad's going to bring it home in fourth in that 202. Wow. What a race here tonight. Well deserved for that number 10 truck. Let's see if we can't get everybody lined up. Let's see. Just we'll put him there.
How about the victory celebration?
Yeah, fantastic job by these guys. And we'll go ahead and bring in, right now we're with our third place finisher, Jess Vaught. Jess, I mean, you stayed out of trouble all night, but there was some wild things happening throughout the race. But you were able to keep it clean, bring it home. And I know it's probably not the position you want to finish in, but kind of take me through your night.
I'm sorry, somebody else talked over to you at the last. What was your question at the very end? I heard most of it.
Just take me through how your night was.
I'll tell you, it was pretty intense, close quarters racing. I like it. At the same time, a little bit nerve wracking. You're really white knuckling the wheel. All night long it seemed like I couldn't get away from Kelly Cool and then Anthony as well. A couple of those guys, but they're great competitors. And if you want to win, you want to beat the best, and certainly those guys are the top of the list for this league.
Well, there was quite a few times where I thought that you were going to pull it off, really, because you were able to get around those guys and stay in front of them. What do you think? Where do you think the momentum shifted towards them near the end of the race?
Well, it was neck and neck, especially with Kelly. And I was in front of Kelly, and I don't know if you noticed that the last few laps there, I come up on Bowders in that one corner, and that was where the mistake happened, and Kelly got past me. And then as far as Anthony's concerned, his pit strategy was different enough where he was able to have fresher tires than both Kelly and I at the very end there.
Well, I mean, you did a fantastic job, and bringing home third place. About 31 drivers here tonight. Great job. I know it's a long race.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm ready to get something to drink and everything. But I like to also thank my wife Lori and my family for letting me do this kind of thing. It takes up a lot of time if you want to be any good at it. And then
broadcast channel.
Ray and the rest of the admins, Greg and everybody, they put a lot of time and effort in this league. And then again, thanks to you guys for putting on the broadcast. It's a professional job every time. Hats off to everybody.
Well, I thank you for that, Jess. We enjoy doing this with you guys. It's a great race every time we do it for you all. And good luck through the month of May for whichever group that you're in.
Hey, thank you, man. And tell Kelly Cool I'll get him next time.
All right, we will. That was Jess Vaught, your third place finisher here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. We're going to go ahead and bring in Kelly Cool, who came in second place. Kelly coming home in second place. Fantastic finish. I know it's, you probably wanted to bring home the win, but out of 31 drivers, come home second. Kind of take me through how your night went.
Well, thanks, guys. It was crazy. For me, it's crazy. Just the pit strategy is what I struggle with the most, trying to figure out what I'm going to do 2 or 4. But, Jess, he's a very tough competitor. And with Tim Pope and the other guys that are in here, and it's like, am I doing the right things? Just hit my marks. That's the biggest thing for me, is just hit my spots.
Jess did tell me to relay a message. He said he's going to get you next time.
Yeah. Me and him, it seems like I'm always racing him, but it's great to. It's a lot of fun racing with these guys in the big show. I enjoy it a lot.
And I do
Kelly,
believe,
let me ask you a decision. What was your choice of pitting early
On
before
that last stop,
that last stop? Yes. Why didn't you
we,
want to wait, go towards the end, and try to push your truck?
I figured if I stopped early enough, I could, gain a little bit more time with those fresher tires and hopefully get a, as Ray called it, a delta time on them. But, and Anthony did a really good job with his pit strategy or whatever he had going on. So congrats to him.
Thanks.
How was your tire wear towards the end?
For me, it was manageable. I mean, I have no issues here at Texas with the tires. I felt like I can drive it, the 18, 20 laps comfortably.
yeah, I really didn't see out of your team. I didn't really see, or out of your truck, I didn't see a lot of slowdown. So as other guys were
Yeah.
kind of working their way through the field, and you were just kind of keeping the pace, and everybody was just trying to catch you throughout the entire race. Timothy got around you, I think, a couple of times, but your truck was so good that you were able to just get right back around these guys.
Yeah, Tim's very he's tough, and I'm not for sure what happened to him. I think he had a black flag speeding
Yeah,
in the
he-
pits. I think.
Yeah, he got caught speeding. Yeah,
Ah,
And
he got held for 30, but then he just surrendered. He retired.
I practice a lot hitting my pit road entry. I do that a lot. I try to practice because they're in the very beginning, man. I was always getting black flags speeding in pits. So, but yeah, Texas, I think for me, I think I kind of have this track figured out. The break points, where to turn, and just being consistent helps a lot.
yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and watch your lines because consistency is not my key. I run that baby like I stole it because I probably did. So I'd be wearing the tires out of these things.
Well, that's
It's one of the things this is Ray. One of the things that I noticed with the chassis setup, some of these guys were taking the chassis for granted, coming in 1-2. It was holding, but it wasn't holding as good as they thought it was holding, and they were sliding up. On 2, they were refusing to lift just that
Yeah.
ever so much, and it was causing some accidents on the coming out of
Right.
2. Just too much confidence in the chassis. Of course, they didn't have the time that these guys have with these chassis, but
Some wild wrecks here tonight. That's I can't wait to go back and watch those.
yeah, they definitely sent some guys out of the park.
yeah.
Good job, guys. Good job.
But congratulations, Kelly, bringing home in second place. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I want to say thanks to Ray. I mean, he spends a lot of time in here, and I don't know how he does it. I'm not for sure if he sleeps. I think he's a robot. But no, I want to say thanks to Ray and all the guys in the Big Show League. It's a good group of guys to race with. I enjoy it.
Good setups too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kelly. Good luck. I believe you actually won. You were at the top of the league after April, right?
Yeah. April, month of April. Yeah.
Well,
Won
congratulations.
points there.
Hopefully
Thanks,
that
guys.
you can carry that into May, and I mean it obviously shows here tonight why you were at the top of the charts in April. So look forward to the next one with you, and good luck in May.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And then I believe already we have in here our winner for tonight, Anthony. Wow, you overcame so many things that happened here tonight. I think you were the first one that got sent out of the park and went for a wild ride. Kind of take me through your night, because I know your night had to be very meticulously thought out, and you had to figure out how you're going to gain all that time back.
Yeah, I had a lot of ups and downs. I'd get back up to after that first big wreck. I worked my way back up to top 10, got caught up in a wreck, got back to back of the pack again, and just had to keep fighting. And like Kelly said, the pit strategy was honestly key. I was switching between taking 2 tires or 4 and going back and forth, and some of the cautions came out and helped me out a little bit. And then towards the end, fuel was key, and I had just enough fuel, and I took 2 tires on that last stop, and I was able to come out, and Jess and Kelly were right there, and I think they were 6 or 7 lap older tires than I had, and I was able to muscle around them on the low side, and yeah, very fortunate I took that W.
How many? I have to ask. When you came down pit road for that last time, how many laps did you have left? How many laps did you have left of fuel in that last pit stop?
I probably had about 8 or 9. I didn't. I usually my spotter gives me a 5 to empty signal,
Okay.
and he hadn't given me that, and so I'd assume I had about 8 laps left roughly. But I knew that they were running a lot faster times than I was with the fresher tires, because they had taken 4, I believe. So the longer I stayed out, it was actually hurting me.
Looks like they took 2 on that last, because they were short pitting to hopefully catch you a little bit.
Yeah,
it helped them a little bit, but
yeah, that's why I came in, because I was like, all right, at this point, I know it's less than 20 to go. I might as well just come in and get my tires so I can, so they don't chew that much time off me. Because honestly, but when I came out for that last stop, they were right there. It was honestly perfect. It was, if I would have done one more lap, I probably wouldn't have been able to catch them.
Well, you did a fantastic job tonight, bringing home the W after all the adversity you had to come over or overcome here tonight. Michael, did you want to ask Anthony anything? You picked him to win.
Yeah.
Anthony, how were your tires on the second to last pit stop? Because I seen that you're the one that was gaining ever so slightly on everybody else.
Well, I did take 4 tires that stop, so I did lose a couple positions to some guys that took 2 or fuel only. But I think I came out 11th on that second to last restart, or no, it was the last restart. I came out, I was on the high line 11th, and I think I passed maybe 8 trucks on that restart, and I was in 3rd place by the next lap after that. And
what was your tire wear before you went pits?
To be honest, I didn't have that option up on my screen to tell you, but they were pretty chewed up. I mean, I was running 37s, 38s consistently with really worn tires, which did help me out, if that says anything.
You were doing great with old tires, because when you were taking those 2s, even the guys on 4 were having troubles getting around you on the outside, because you were making guys use that outside lane.
Yeah. I actually got that from Jess, because we did a race, I think it was last night. We did a 75-lap race here, and I was racing with Kelly and Jess, and I noticed Jess kept taking 2 tires. Every time I pit, I'd take 4, and he'd be, in front of me after the pit cycle, and I'm like, what the hell is he doing different than I am? And he must have been taking 2 tires, and I realized how fast he was still going, even with 2 tires, and they would last.
Yeah, you made a mistake, Anthony. You told now he's not going to race with you no more in practice.
That's all right. Hey, you know what? On these long laps, long 150 lappers, it's regardless, it's all strategy at the end.
Yeah.
You can't take 2 every time, because those left sides are going to be done, and you're going to be loose, and so yeah, you got to give and take. So.
Well, you did a great job tonight. Bring home
also,
the W.
But I wanted to say thank you to Ray. He actually just took me in. This is my 2nd race with these guys, and big shout out to him.
Win.
He's got a great thing going. He's got a really big group of guys here. Everyone seems to be really fast and competitive. And kudos to you guys. You guys do a hell of a job broadcasting.
I appreciate that. I was going to ask you if there's anybody you want to give a shout out to.
Yeah, you guys and my family back home, and that's it. My dad was watching; he was cheering me on, and
nice.
Yeah, that's about it, man. Thank you so much for having me.
Congrats, Anthony.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Anthony. I'm glad you accepted the invitation to race. You stepped up the competition, and despite that early adversity, here at the big show, I try to keep everybody on the lead lap It's real easy. Some races will leave you back there 2-3 laps back,
Oh,
no
yeah.
fault to your own.
Without for that, I
And-
would have lost this race.
Yeah,
I was
so
down
what-
3 laps at one point.
You'd still
Yeah,
be
so-
at the International Space Station.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd be watched up in the heavens.
Well, again, congratulations. Ray, is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'd just like to congratulate all my drivers for taking this chassis at the last second. It was a last-minute chassis change. They practiced last night on the version 1, and then we took a late practice on version 3, was a little quicker. And in the testing session in the dark, my version 5 was actually the fastest, and that's what they drove tonight. And they obviously drove the tires off of the thing.
Yeah, whatever you did to this to make an adjustment, they are on a rail, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of spring work, traction bar work, a little bit of ballast change. But
3 and 4 wide open.
yeah,
Don't even
wide
know.
open. The
I
truck
need-
handled really nice.
I need another 10th of a lap of fuel. Crikey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was nervous. Who was that? Steven?
Yeah, that's me.
Steven, yeah.
Yo, I'll tell you what, man. I'm shaking. I'm like, oh my god, is he gonna make it? Like, I was like, no way, he's gonna steal this win.
Well,
I was so
I was
nervous.
my abacus must have lost a little piece off of it because I was 1 lap short.
Yeah, because I heard him queuing up with like 2 to go. He's like, oh, someone push me if I run out. I'm like, oh.
That was my teammate Dave Mayberry, hot rod over there. Yeah, he come up a little bit short too.
Yeah.
Jess and I was like, how's Anthony? We were like, did he just come out of the pits? What's going on? It's like who didn't pit?
Yeah, the pit cycle
Well,
will take
yeah,
forever to go through because
Well-
everyone's pitting different laps. It takes like 5 laps, 6 laps to get the scoreboard even back to normal.
Well, we're all of us run this crew chief software, and we was like a half a lap short, and I was totally out going down the back stretch, and here comes everybody. Anthony's going by me, and Kelly and Jess and Todd and Chad and Josh, and then Mayberry got by me
I was
too. He
like,
stayed just a little bit more
Junior
than I
at
did.
the Coca-Cola 600 years back.
All right, I'll have to get the Crocagator car out next time.
Yeah, so just to highlight, if you look at the top 6 finishers, and with Anthony Gaudillo, he won last night, the 75 lapper, and then Kelly, Daytona 100 champ, Just Vaught, he won, he's won dozens of races with us. Todd Bowders and Chad Waller, the winner of our B group, and Josh Bittner, another Daytona 100 winner. You got the top finishers in our league up there in the top 6. That's pretty good.
Let's just go one more step down to number 7.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. Maybe maybe top 10 there.
I would like to say this at the end of May, we will have another big event. That'll be a Memorial Weekend race in a tribute to the troops. We will be all be featuring paint themes from the Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Space Force. So that'll be something unique in a tribute to the military on Memorial Weekend.
I hope everybody does it because we got our car set up for that. And is it going to be trucks or cup?
It's going to be cup cars.
10 pool.
All right, guys, I got to roll, but
That's going to be sweet.
appreciate you guys letting me in, and good race, everybody. I had a lot of fun, and I hope to be in the next one.
Yeah, congratulations,
All right.
Anthony.
Congrats, Anthony.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you
Anthony.
too, buddy.
Well, that's pretty much it for us here at 10-4 Broadcast. You want to thank everybody for watching tonight's broadcast. Want to make sure that you stay tuned because you may catch that big event possibly right here on 10-4 at the end of May. And if not, we will let you know where you can watch it because you have definitely got to come back, watch these guys race every time that they're broadcasted because the races are always down to the wire. Doesn't matter where they race. It's always fantastic. And we will catch you the next time. Have a great night.